Well, Snap is just hours away from going public on the New York Stock Exchange, but some investors are still questioning whether the company can grow past its millennial users. So how exactly does Snapchat work? And will its disappearing messages be able to lure older users? Social media reporter Carley Shimkus from Fox News Headlines 24/7 is here to give us a look inside Snapchat. Good morning, Carley.
Sure am. Good morning, and excited to be here. And it is an exciting day for Snap as well. But with all the hype surrounding its IPO, many are still left wondering what the app is all about. In short, Snapchat lets users send pictures to friends that disappear in a short period of time. Now, although the concept wasn't initially taken seriously, it's become anything but a flash in the pan. Snapchat has 301 million monthly active users, with snappers spending about a half hour a day on it. Twitter comes in at 218 million, both dwarfed by Facebook, boasting 845 million users per month. Now, people who use Snapchat say the appeal is instant gratification. The app also has some unique features like filters, geotags, and voice modulators that change the sound of your voice. But the company also faces some challenges. About 85% of users are younger than 35. So the big concern here for investors is user growth. Still, some believe that the company will expand as those young users grow up. We will have to wait and see about that.
And I have to say that Evan Spiegel, the founder, CEO, he has now been calling the company a camera company rather than just saying it's a social media company. Why do you think he's doing that? And it's certainly popular with the millennials. My kids use it.
He's calling it a camera company because the app opens up to a camera, and he wants to focus and say that, this is a camera-faced app more than any other social media platform out there. It's a social media company, though. You get to share pictures and chat with your friends. That's the definition of what social media is. I don't know why he's confusing it.
Right, and I also think when you think social media, you do sometimes think Twitter and you think Facebook. I think Evan's thinking more something of Google, right? He wants to be compared to a different type of company. So you put that different classification in there, and you might get different types of investors, because there are some funds out there that have to invest in certain sectors. So that's why he might be separating himself from that social media area.
So, Carly, you're part of the user group as a millennial that's made this successful. Do you think that Snapchat will succeed in the long run?
I think that they definitely face some serious challenges, specifically with how young the users are. But at the same time, the question is, do older users really need to use it for it to be successful? Specifically because, like I said earlier, users spend about a half hour on it per day, which means that they are seeing ads and they are so engaged, unlike users on Twitter. So if they keep that young audience that's so engaged, maybe they don't even need to expand to older folks.
There's 2 points here, which is, first of all, advertisers would rather advertise to a millennial than they would to my grandma Mary. Okay, so let's call a spade a spade. But the other key point here is that this company's not profitable, John.
Right, and the big question is what's next, right? We've seen the picture part of it. We've seen the product part, the spectacles. What are they going to do next? How are there other areas out there for them to grow? And I think that's what's forcing investors to really think about whether they want to invest in this company.
So what do you think the key points will be today?
Well, from a trading aspect, I think we're going to have to see significant volume, and we have to make sure that pricing doesn't open too far out of range. Sometimes on large IPOs, when a stock opens so high up, people get somewhat scared of that pricing, and it comes right back in. We did see that on Facebook, yet it did recover in quite some time, but we need to make sure that pricing is right.
All right, well, we have an exciting day ahead. Carley Shimkus from Fox News Headlines 24/7. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Appreciate it.